In September 2025, we went on another adventure, this time to Peru. This was our first time heading to the Southern Hemisphere, and our first time traveling with a tour group. We got to experience the beauty of Peru's coasts, desert regions, mountainous highlands, and tropical rainforest. Along the way, we were treated to the hospitality of their people who shared their history and culture. As always, we learned a ton and are excited to share our stories in this retelling of our journey.
In this episode, we arrive, explore Lima, visit the Ballestas Islands in Paracas, fly over the Nazca lines, and spend a day in Arequipa. You excited? Our flight to Lima took about 12 hours, including a layover in Atlanta.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear. If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask the crew member for help.
Peru is 1 hour behind our home time zone, so we had an easy adjustment. We arrived quite late, took a cab to our hotel where our room was waiting.
We spent the next 2 days exploring Lima before joining our tour group. We found a park full of cats, an ancient pyramid archaeological site, an amazing cliff walk along the Pacific Ocean, and a museum dedicated to reconciliation and reunification after a turbulent period in Peru's recent history.
Where do we go?
Kennedy Park in the Miraflores section of Lima is famous for housing hundreds of feral cats.
You know, it's cold. Is it cold, Papa? Hi. Hi, babies.
Volunteers and donors maintain shelters with food and water bowls for their feline friends.
Can I get a photo of you?
The cats are friendly, used to people, and often hop onto the laps of visitors to take a nap.
You guys are so cute. Hi, dear. Can you say hi? Hello.
The park itself is beautiful too, so we spent a little time checking it out.
Is the Pope gonna be here? Is this where the Pope was from? He was from Peru. Is this his church?
After leaving the park, we passed a group of demonstrators dressed as clowns for some reason who gave us candy. Welcome to Peru. We walked a few miles to the Museum of the Pukiana archaeological site. We grabbed lunch before heading into the museum. This site is a combination excavation and restoration of a pyramid built by the pre-Inca Lima civilization.
Okay, well, first of all, welcome to Huaca Pukiana. First, I know that would you like to touch those walls over there to feel. Unfortunately, it's not possible to touch, but you can take all the pictures that you want. But remember, this is not Inca, no, this is before Inca. We call the people who built this place the Lima civilization.
The pyramid was built using mud bricks, which worked well given Lima's dry condition, but it did suffer some collapses in earthquakes.
Traditional Peruvian harness dog. Yeah?
Here, this dog.
Yes. In many museums, we bring this kind of dog to show to many people that this kind of dog was existed 2,000 years ago.
We walked from the museum back toward the cliffs we saw during our cab ride last night. This area is known as Costa Verde in Miraflores.
But I thought Park a little more. Cute. So, oh look, how cute is that? You can get the statue with the heart. There's the shopping district, so.
We decided to grab dinner in one of the many restaurants in the shopping district, just a couple of blocks from our hotel. We were treated to a very pretty sunset afterwards.
After a good night's sleep, we returned to the cliff walking the next morning. Our goal was to walk to the Lugar de la Memoria, La Parencia y la Inclusión Social, or the Place of Memory Tolerance and Social Inclusion, LUM.
Is it really a lighthouse?
We followed the cliff walk path.
It's over there.
As we got close to LUM, Google Maps told us we had to backtrack about 30 minutes to enter the road at the bottom of the cliffs.
Unplanned visit to the ocean.
We obeyed Google, descended to the beach, crossed the road twice, and finally found our way into the museum.
We learned a great deal about Peru's dark period from 1980 to 2000 and found the experience very moving. There are 3 levels to the museum, moving from the lower to the upper logically. As we exited the top level, it became obvious that we did not need to backtrack.
We could have kept going.
Had lost an hour in the process.
Again.
We were very close. As you'll see, we'll go right past the furthest stadium here.
You gotta be kidding me.
We laughed about it as we headed back along the cliff walk, stopping for a late lunch along the way.
It's a funny story anyway.
We arrived back at our hotel with just enough time to freshen up before meeting the Intrepid tour group.
Hey, that was a smooth. Yeah, so smooth.
After our initial meeting, the 16 members and our guide Renzo walked to a restaurant near Kennedy Park, bought snacks for tomorrow's bus ride, and withdrew cash from nearby ATMs.
The next morning started with a tour of Lima's city central, which required the use of public transportation.
Good. Here we are.
Here we are. We made it.
So it's like you can always just put this up.
We packed onto the bus for the 20-minute ride to our stop.
All right, Intrepid, we get off here. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go. Heading out, heading out, heading out.
During our tour, we got to see many things, including the José de San Martín statue, Palacio Municipal de Lima, and the Basilica de San Francisco with their catacombs. No photos or videos were allowed in the basilica or catacombs.
if you still read the textbooks from school, we read that he was the one that said, okay, Spanish people, get out of Peruvian country. We don't want you anymore. And constantly we're still celebrating, commemorating Independence Day in Peru every July 20th. But we know nowadays that he was part of an enterprise. He served to the Spanish army and then he quit. He went back to South America and he created a group in order to liberate not only Argentina, where he was originally from, also Chile, and also he wanted to do the same thing with Peru.
We caught a packed bus to the hotel where we caught a van to the bus station and boarded another bus taking us on a 4-hour trip to Paracas.
Clothes we're trying to dry from Lima. There's John taking pictures of the room. He's the best.
We had plenty of daylight remaining once we arrived in Paracas, so after we took a shuttle to the hotel and checked in, we headed down to the nearby beach for some sunset photos.
Room in Paracas. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Packing up to go to breakfast and then to go see the birds.
The next morning, we had a boat tour to the Ballestas Islands just off Paracas. The island is famous for the wildlife, especially the variety of birds. Along the way, we got to see a Nazca line's type of shape known as a candelabra or a cactus.
From here, we can see the candelabra or trident. Now it is how we call to this geoglyph, which is on the hill. Penguins, they are going back to their nest. They nest on the top of the islands or in the little caves because in this place they have natural predators. In English, it is called the red squat lobster. It's a tiny lobster. But look that rock, which is straight on the top of the island. There is a penguin, which is standing up. It is alone.
the cemetery, Chauchilla Cemetery, right? Due to the weather conditions, will be better this afternoon. So then tomorrow morning, you're going to have a chill day.
After our boat tour, we were back on a bus, this time heading to Nazca, with a couple of stops along the way. Our first stop was to climb a sand dune surrounding an oasis in the desert region of Peru. Our group spent quite a bit of time climbing to the top and then bounding down to the bottom. All of us got plenty of sand in our shoes.
Paula's walked back.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Paula at the bottom.
Yeah. I vote for going down more than going up.
Yeah, going down is way easier.
Well done. Well done.
Our next stop was an observation tower along the Pan American Highway where 3 of the Nazca line shapes are visible.
Yeah, doing all right.
As always, heights is one of John's favorite things. Not.
Keep going. I'll be all right. Originally, there was an option to do the Nazca flyover during this travel day, but the weather made that impossible, so our guide adjusted our schedules so that we got a tour of Chauchilla Cemetery instead, and would hopefully do the flights the next morning. So our final stop of the day was the archaeological site for this burial ground. Our guide Freddie gave us a very educational and passionate tour, which was well paired with another beautiful sunset.
Shall we see?
Room in Nazca. Teeny tiny room that went just to reception and light came in for as long as I can remember before I fell asleep. So it's fun. Little desk and chair. Wardrobe. TV that never came on. The next morning, most of us took a shuttle to the Nazca airport for our chance to fly over the Nazca line shapes.
See you later, eh?
See ya.
Adios, amigo.
We had to wait as the backlog from the weather delays the past few days caused a bit of chaos. Then our group was split into smaller groups assigned to different planes. Ultimately, all of us who wanted to got to see the Nazca lines, which were pretty amazing.
So Annie didn't come through. Yeah, I just realized that.
our flight, we were shuttled back to the hotel about 10 minutes away.
I feel like we're leaving people behind. I don't like it. I don't like it.
While we waited for the others to return, we bought some snacks for our upcoming overnight bus ride, and then grabbed some lunch near the hotel. Many of us lounged by the hotel pool before boarding our bus to Arequipa.
Oh, there's Chica Morano here. Sorry, eventually. I'll get to try it eventually.
Much of the drive to Arequipa was in the dark, but the scenery was stunning. We arrived at the hotel around 2 a.m. local time, quietly found our rooms, and got a little bit of sleep. We met for breakfast in the hotel the next morning and set the plan for a day of exploring beautiful Arequipa, which happened to be our guide's hometown.
Pay attention all the time the cars. Again, it's a city where drivers don't respect pedestrians. Be very careful. I think the best location we have at the hotel because it's not that far from the square and it's secure because it's right across the police station.
Mark would be losing his mind, all those little bugs.
Lorenzo walked us through the main square, showing us many nearby sites along with recommendations and appropriate historical context.
Yeah, that is something. That is something. I was not expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting. Wow. Amazing. Amazing.
We pretend we basically exactly we do because look at this.
Yeah.
Right? Architecture, weather, people, resources and many other things.
After about an hour, he released us to explore on our own with an agreement on where and when to meet for dinner. We did some more snack shopping and got some cash, and then toured the city plaza, Arequipa Cathedral, and a river with a view of the mountains. both felt a bit tired and hot, so we returned to the hotel for a little siesta.
Arequipa, nice big room, TV that we never turned on. Huge bathroom. Later in the afternoon, after our siesta, we tracked down a store that sold the appropriate type of memory cards for our cameras. Thanks, Coolbox. We then did a self-guided tour of the nunnery, which was amazing in the light just before and during sunset. It was nice because the group was scheduled to meet for dinner just outside the nunnery, so it was very convenient. Pretty. Look at those blue flowers, babe. Have to go up there? Okay, I would like to let these people go though. I'll catch here. Yeah.
The next morning, we boarded a bus headed for Chivay in the Cauca Valley, the area of the highest elevation we would encounter on the tour. This was a great start to our exploration of Peru. We really liked the people in our tour group, and we got along quite well. The pace was fast, which we liked because we got to see a lot more of the sights and experience the culture and people. The wildlife at Ballestas Islands and the mysterious Nazca lines were some of the highlights we will remember from this week.
Join us for our next episode when we travel to the Cauca Valley, watch Andean condors soaring above the canyon, step onto some reed islands in Lake Titicaca, and spend a few days in Cusco.